Hi, welcome to the Summer Lit League, a world of what ifs. This is week 4, What If I Lived in the Ocean? My name is Cassandra Feliciano, and I am the children's librarian at the Eastman branch of the Cleveland Public Library. We will be doing a craft for What If I Lived in the Ocean, and the craft today is making jellyfish. And the end result should be a dancing jellyfish like he's dancing in the ocean. So let's get started. These are the items you'll need for your craft. You will need a paper plate, cardstock, a pair of googly eyes, a popsicle stick, paint, one to paint your jellyfish and one to paint the water. Glue, you can either use Elmer's glue or the glued stick. Colorful yarn for the tentacles, paintbrush, and a pair of scissors to cut their colorful yarn. Now I'm putting the paper down just in case I don't get paint everywhere. You can use a plate or a paper napkin. For your cardstock, this is going to be the body of your jellyfish. On here I already drew my jellyfish. So make like a U shape. Then you're going to cut out the body of your jellyfish. Okay, and then we're going to paint it. I chose pink for the body of my jellyfish. And I'm just going to squirt the paint right on there. Not a whole lot, just enough to cover it. And that's a pretty pink color. And then you can put as many coats as you want. I found that 2 coats was good. And we're going to let that dry because then we're going to paint the background for the water, and here's where the blue paint comes in. Next is a paper plate for our water, and just squirt as much as you want, not too much. Next, you're going to want to take your popsicle stick, and we're going to paint that blue. Squirt a little and leave the top part blank because this part's not going to be shown in the craft. So you can just paint about that much and just paint the rest blue. So it kind of blends into the background of your plates. And we're going to let that dry. So here is what everything should look like after the paint has dried. Next, we're going to take our scissors and you're going to cut. I have a slit already cut in here. That's where our popsicle stick is going to go into. So what you're going to do is just fold over very gently the paper plate, and then you might need adult supervision for this. So just cut a small slit and then just poke your scissors inside and cut across. So that way you have a little slit, a little bit less than halfway down the paper plate, but not all the way across. So it ends right about here. Okay. When everything is dried, we are going to flip over the body of our jellyfish and we're going to use our glue. And you can use your Elmer's glue, or you can use your glue stick. I use a glue stick because for me it's just easier and a little less messier than the Elmer's glue. But either one is fine. You're gonna get your cutout string. I measured about 6 inches long of tentacles. You can have it as short or as long as you want. And you're gonna put a line of glue onto the bottom of your jellyfish body. And then you're gonna arrange how you want your tentacles. And kind of spread them out. I cut about 20 strands. So now we got our string, you kind of gently pat it down so it sticks. And you can give it a flip over to see what it'll look like. So that looks kind of cute. On the back of it, now you're gonna take your dried popsicle stick, and this part that's unpainted, we're gonna put glue on there. And then we're gonna put that right on the back here. And make sure you hold it down, pressing firmly to make sure it doesn't stick. You might wanna give it a minute for it to dry. Okay, so that's what it should look like. Now we're gonna take our googly eyes, put some glue on the back of those. Put them on the front of our jellyfish. You can put them on any way you wish. Push down, make sure that they don't fall off. Give it a minute to dry. And now you're going to take your dried paper plate, and in that slit, you're going to take your popsicle stick and put it in the front. Just like that. And then you want to arrange your tentacles. So when it's done, it is dancing. And there you go. That is your dancing jellyfish. Also for the week 4 craft, for the theme of what if I lived in the ocean, this is the advanced jellyfish craft. The items you'll need will be tissue paper, different colored tissue paper, curling ribbon for the tentacles, a bowl, plastic or paper, a piece of string to hang your jellyfish, glue, you can use Elmer's glue or glue stick, a pair of scissors, and googly eyes. What we're going to do first is we're going to take the plastic or paper bowl, and we're essentially going to cover this whole thing with the colored tissue paper. And you're going to cut them into different square sizes, which I have here. And you can use your glue, either the Elmer's glue or the glue stick. I'm just going to use the glue stick. And you're going to cover the whole bowl with glue. And just randomly put your pieces on. And you can overlap. So you're going to continue all the way around, even up to the edges. When you're done covering your paper bowl, you are going to take a pair of scissors and just kind of poke a hole in the top, because this is where your string is going to be tied. So you can just poke it, make a big enough hole to thread your string through. You can take that and pull it through enough so you can tie a knot, and then pull it so the knot is resting on top of the inside of the bowl. We're going to take a piece of tape and just tape it down just so to make sure it doesn't get pulled through. Then you can take your googly eyes and glue them anywhere on the bowl to make a face. And make sure when you take your string, tie a knot on top to make a loop. So this is where you can hang your jellyfish from the ceiling, from the doorknob. I'm going to turn it upside down, and here we're just going to tape string. I measured about 12 inches of curling ribbon. And then kind of get it all nice and even. And we're going to tape this on the inside. So halfway through the ribbon, take a piece of tape, tape it on the inside of the bowl. And I have white, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. Gather it all up, and then halfway through, about halfway of the ribbon, take another piece of tape and we're going to tape it going opposite. So that way it looks like your jellyfish has a lot of tentacles. So just kind of arrange it to make the tentacles as curly as you want. Probably have to fool around with it a little bit more. But that is how your jellyfish should look. Thank you for participating in this week's craft, A World of What Ifs. What if I lived in the ocean? See you later. Bye.